Hello, Lena, my lovely. This is only paid readings tonight, sweetheart. I'll be doing the free readings hopefully tomorrow or Sunday, about the same time. Lena, I do lots of other videos on my channel, like a lesson, like a daily message that might help you. They are usually SP related, specific person related, so it might help you watching those. They're for anybody who's drawn to them, who needs that message. And I do a daily, a daily pick a card reading as well for a message for you as well. So. You're welcome. No, Dipsy, not free readings tonight, my lovely. And especially as you're just asked the same question about your husband anyway. So if you're still in the needy, desperate energy, my lovely, nothing's going to change until you change within. That is a universal law, just like the law of gravity. If you jump off a cliff, you know that you're going to fall to the bottom. You're not going to fly anywhere. Okay, so it is the same. If you are in the old story and still reacting to the 3D, you're not going to see the movement you want, or you'll get movement and it's going to be short-lived, just like the same as that success story, my lovely. The last one. With her and her husband. You can get 1 million tarot readings telling you that your SP still has feelings for you and that you have feelings for them, but until you change the story, you're not going to see a change. Hello, Kanisha. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Rashima. Hello, Bloom. Oh, sorry, that was a bit loud. Oh, sorry, I was writing away there. Okay, Delaney. Okay, I'm just going to have to sign into PayPal because if you've put your question on there, they're sending me a different format now, so I can't see the questions. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Delaney, this is yours, my lovely. And okay, Paris, for your donation. Right, Delaney, this is yours. Yeah. Okay, Delaney, for you, my lovely. Are you in no contact or in contact? We have contact. Okay. Okay, so let's pick out the bones of this. So in his energy, seeing you as beautiful, okay? Seeing you as loving, as beautiful here. The angel of love. He's got loving feelings for you. I am only attracted to you and it's my wish to settle down and have a family. If you're not able to have a family, then, you know, just to settle down with you as a couple. I dream about us together again. Our hearts are still connected. We're a perfect match. So as far as he's concerned, there is no doubt that he loves you and wants to be with you here. But he is feeling lost and his emotions are all over the place. Why? Because he is you pushed out. Okay? In your consciousness, you have given him a part to play. Now, it may be issues surrounding a father on your side. Okay? It may be because you've got the drawbridge up here. You're guarding yourself somehow. Perhaps you're scared of getting hurt. Perhaps you're fearing abandonment. Perhaps you had a father who left your mother when you were younger or never really paid you much attention. It could be that you've still got beliefs. You know, your father may be very religious or very set in traditional values and you've adopted those beliefs and values as well. Okay, it may be that he's a father and has children and there's something on that is affecting you, but this is affecting you from some kind of father situation where you've got the drawbridge up. You're caught in beliefs here. You're wanting commitment, but then again you're scared in a way, or you're not trusting, or you're fearful. So you're talking yourself out of things. You're not believing wholeheartedly in the love that is there. You're doubting. Spirit's telling you this is true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Follow what your heart is telling you and not what your limiting beliefs or your assumptions, or 2 and 2 is coming up with 7 instead of 4. You are also seeing, you're wanting things, but you're pushing it away from you by, well, one day this might happen. Yes, one day it will, but if you keep looking at it as one day and you're just seeing it as a wish and a hope, then you're pushing it away from you. Start to get into the feeling of having it now. Putting yourself on your pedestal as well. Your person is not above you. You're not worshipping a false god. You're on your pedestal, okay? Nobody else. When you are putting somebody above you and making them the be all and the end all, then you are going to be disappointed when you're using them like a drug to get your fix, to make you feel good. Okay, so we often get very withdrawal symptoms when our person leaves us because we haven't got that drug anymore. Spirit is saying, in order to have your rebirth of what you want, this is you looking in your head at the future that you want. Okay? Look at the future that you want. Everything that you want is within you. If you wanted a lemon right now, you can imagine a lemon. You can see the color yellow. You can feel the weight of it. You can taste it in your mouth. You know it's going to be bitter or sour. Okay? You can smell it. Everything is within you. And it's within you that gets pushed out and you create it. Okay? You get it reflected back. So in order to have your rebirth and the future that you want, you have to kill off the death of the old story, the death of the old, in order to see the new. So I have to more focus on myself. Yes, if you are living your life day in and day out because you're relying on this person and you're not putting yourself first, remember, other people are here to enhance your life. They're not here to make you happy, whole and complete. Okay? So yes, everything is within you. You're creating. Life isn't happening to you, my lovely. Life is happening through you. When you wake up in the morning until the minute you go to sleep, Your thoughts are chuntering away all day long, aren't they? What am I going to have for breakfast? What shall I wear today? Oh, I've got to go to work today. I wonder if SP is going to ring me today. I wonder if I should eat salad for dinner or have a soup. Okay. Oh, I wonder what my boss thinks of me. You know, you're constantly chattering to yourself in your head. And it is those thoughts that are creating what happens. So when you are not liking things in your 3D, or you're not feeling right within, you have to listen to those inner chatter that you're chattering away all day long. Like a radio, you're a radio. You're tuning into those thoughts all day long. So are you listening to a radio station you don't like the sound of? Then tune out of that and tune into the sound of you do want. SP and I, you know, what do you want the outcome to be with your specific person? Do you want to just live with him? Do you just want to date him? Do you want to marry him? Then what feels natural to you if you had that now? If you woke up in the next hour, or you went through a door and you're in that situation where you've got what you wanted, what would you be seeing? What would you be hearing? What would your SP be telling you? I'm so happy. I must be the happiest man on this planet to be with such a beautiful woman. You're the love of my life. I'm totally devoted and committed to you. We're such a beautiful couple together. Okay, whatever, you know, what would you be hearing? What would you be saying back to him? I love you too. You've made me so happy. I feel so chosen and secure by you and so loved by you. Okay. What would you be feeling? How would you be feeling? Relieved, secure, happy, chosen, wanted by your specific person. Would you be physically feeling him touching you? Okay, instead of putting all your 5 senses on the 3D, which is all your old thoughts playing out, start to conjure up that feeling by using your senses within, just like the scenario I gave with the lemon. Everything you want is within you. There is no lack in the universe. If you desire something, it's there because what you desire desires you. You just need to tune in to the right radio station. So watching what your thoughts are doing all day long. Where are your thoughts? Focusing your energy on what you don't have and what you're moaning and complaining about because you're not getting what you want, because your SP is not acting how you want him to. Then you're the writer. You're writing his character. Change the story. But change the story with you as well. Holding yourself in high honor. Knowing that you're beautiful, knowing that you're first choice, knowing that you're first best, knowing that you're good enough, knowing that you're gold standard. Okay, you're not second, you're not bronze, you're gold. Okay, so yes, he does love you and that, but the part you've given him is hot and cold behavior. You're not getting what you want, so start recreating inside with the imaginal acts like here, or an inner conversation with your SP or with a friend saying, hey Delaney, how are you and your SP these days? We're madly in love. Oh, everything is great between us. And then hear them saying back to you, yeah, you are such a beautiful couple together. You're a perfect match. How would that make you feel if that was your story? Okay, so Spirit is saying you need to shift from the story because you've got the bridge up, the drawbridge up. And so he's feeling lost and all over the place. He loves you, but he's not giving you what you want because you're not allowing him to, because you're in the old story. Have you listened to today's message? The one on my channel called Love, what was it? The love for each other is strong. Spirit brought through loads of tips on that one about getting rid of the old story. Have you listened to the latest success story? Okay, she gave loads of pointers in there to change the story so that her person is now giving her the love that she wants after all this time. Hello, Wendy Ann. Hello, Iman. Right, Paris. What is your question, Paris? Hello, Addison. You're welcome. What is the current energy currently between Pisces in contact currently? Okay. Okay, Paris, is he having financial difficulties at the moment? Or is he blowing hot and cold at the moment? Okay, man. I say hot and cold. Yeah, I'd say hot and cold with this as well. Okay. Let me carry on. Let me put out the rest here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So part of me feels that he does have a financial issue, okay, and Spirit is trying to help him with that, to help him feel more secure financially. Because he may be worrying about some kind of finances. But on an emotional level, okay, yeah, blowing hot and cold because of negative thoughts. Now, his negative thoughts are you transmitting those thoughts by the story that you're telling yourself about him or the 3D or the situation, especially when your person is blowing hot and cold. Okay, so the door to Spirit is open. There's a dove flying through this door because Spirit is saying we're wanting you to start to him to start feeling more secure when you're feeling more secure. These two are saying, I know I've hurt you and seemed cold-hearted, but I've never felt anything like this before. So his love for you is very intense, but you're giving him the wrong part to still play. You're still focused on an old story of him. You're not sticking to the story of we are a beautiful, loving couple together. Okay, we are a perfect match. He's head over heels crazy in love with me. He only has eyes for me. I'm the only woman he's interested in and invested in. Okay, how would you feel as well? I feel so loved. I feel so chosen. I feel prioritized by him. He just showers me with his love and affection every day. You know, if that's not your new story, again, today's message with your love is strong or something like that on the channel, Spirit was channeling a lot through then, saying about, you know, very similar to your reading actually. Okay, that you're, you know, where is your talk in your head when you are going through your day about yourself, about him, about the relationship, about your life? Is it making you feel happy? Are you listening to that radio station that is pissing you off or making you happy? Okay, Spirit is saying in order to move forward and to feel like you've hit the jackpot, you have to act now. So that you're changing your thoughts to reap your harvest. Your thoughts are like seeds. Every thought that you have is a seed that gets planted and grows depending on how you're cultivating it. Okay, we don't want to keep going into this separation, hot and cold behavior. So Spirit is saying, you're the Queen of Swords. Sat on your throne, wiser now with the knowledge that we've been giving you, to cut out the thoughts that are not making you happy. You've got to turn your back on those thoughts that are not making you feel happy, because it's the old story and it's going to stay in place. Okay, Spirit is saying, accept our help. We're trying to give you a roadmap. If you're not using the map, you're going to get lost. You're just going to take longer to get there. We're giving you the roadmap of this is where you are. This is what you want. What you want is already created, your beautiful, loving relationship. But you're not tuning into that radio station that it's operating on. You're tuning in still to the old story. The current 3D. You're engaging in the current 3D. You're giving it energy again. That's just your old thoughts playing out, my lovely. So you have to be honest with yourself and say to myself, where are my thoughts every time I think about our relationship or myself or him? Is it lined up towards the new story that I want to see, or am I keeping the old in place? So the success story that I've done recently on my channel, today's message, the main message, okay, will help you as well, give you more information as well. You're creating all day long. A lot of my clients say, oh, I can't manifest, sorry, or I give up with this manifesting, it's not working. And I say, all you're doing is giving up on what you want, because it's already created. You're just not tuned into it, and you're going to go carry on through your life creating. So you may as well start creating what you want to be seeing and enjoying your life, rather than just getting the old crap keep regurgitating at you and you feel like you're not getting anywhere. Because people are just a reflection of the inner story that you have. Life isn't happening to you, it's happening through you, okay? So you have to start by looking at where your thoughts are. It is one of the spiritual laws. The law of assumption, the law of what you believe to be true is what you're going to keep seeing. What you keep telling yourself is what you're going to keep seeing. How you keep reacting is what you're going to get back. Okay? So his feelings are very all over the place here. Not because he doesn't love you or doesn't want to be with you. It's just that your story is not lining up or being consistent with what you want. So you're getting that hot and cold behavior from him again. Okay? So look at your own hot and cold thoughts within yourself that are not lining up with what you want. Let me just see what this card says in more detail. They're drawing me to it, and it's not a card I get out very often. Acceptance of the current situation is the first step to change. The past does not exist. The future hasn't happened. There is only right now. Okay? So I accept where I am and who I am right now. When we examine our lives and engage in some truth-telling, we are often confronted with what really is. This realization is powerful, but often we reject this truth if it is too hard to bear, or we are afraid of accepting something so difficult. Okay, so it's basically saying that sometimes when we have to confront our own thoughts and what we're saying, okay, then it does become difficult, because we like to blame everybody else. It's never our fault. How could we? We didn't ask for this. But you have. Okay? Because everything comes from you. If you're a fear of being hurt, then somebody has to come along to prove that to you, that fear to you, so that you can keep reaffirming it. See, I knew it. I knew I was going to get hurt. Okay, do you see where I'm coming from? Or where Spirit's coming from? And that's exactly what the success story woman did. She slowly realized that she had to stop the self-sabotaging and the old story so that she could get the new story. Get the new version of her person showing up, showering her with that love instead of telling her to drop dead. Go away. I'm going to find somebody better than you. Okay? Am I able to touch on mediumship? In what way? If you want me to contact somebody who's passed over, then I do need my cards to bring the message through from them. Iman and Vicky, have you put questions on your PayPal? Because if you have, I'm going to have to go back into PayPal because they've stopped sending me the receipts like they did before, where I could see the question. I can't see it anymore. Okay. Iman, did you put your question on PayPal? Because if you did, I'll go in and sign in and look at the questions. Right, okay. Bear with me un momento. Okay. 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 Okay, and Shartha, I have received your payment, my lovely. I haven't got your question in there though, so I will need that when I've done Iman's and Vicky's. Okay, so Iman, let's look at your situation. Oh, hang on a minute. Just somebody. Oh no, that is yours. Right, okay. Right, Iman, this is yours. Yeah, it's come out as the same as the other person. It's all right. No, Courtney, because it's late here in the UK. So, no, I won't have time today, my lovely. You can pay for a 14 card message or a 10 card message, and I'll do it live. But if you want it to be personal, then no. It's usually, I'm really booked up at the moment, so it'll be 3 to 4 days before you get the video back. I don't do the channeled messages from Spirit or whatever as a live, as a one-to-one FaceTime or anything, because it's too distracting. So I just like to sit, do the video and bring through what your person is telling you. Yeah. Okay, I think that told us. Right. Where was that card that I just saw that they want me to open? Right, okay. So, Iman, my lovely. A Spirit is saying about the social media side of things. Okay, now they realize that in our human society today, social media is very important to us. But a lot of us are taking it too personally. Okay, look, my lovely, if he's removed you, it takes a click of a button to add you. Okay, so you're focusing too much emphasis on he's taken me off. Okay, yes, he has, but it could be because he was just, oh, I haven't spoken to her for ages. I'm having a cull of people I don't talk to. Okay, you know, I've done it before. I've gone through my social media and people who don't engage with me, or I haven't got them on there, or I don't want them on there anymore. I just remove them, not because I don't like them, but there's no point having them on there if, you know, some people just keep hundreds of thousands of people on there that they never ever talk to or see even their posts because they've got so many other people on there. So it's not a personal thing, is what Spirit is saying to you. It means nothing, and you're putting all your emphasis on it. It means nothing, Spirit is saying. Okay, it's just a modern day, you know, they're saying how many people post and it's all fake. Most of it is fake, they're saying. People post things that their life is wonderful when it's not. Okay, it's false. So don't get caught up in that falseness, is what they're trying to say. It's not real. Yeah, fake news, Addison. Okay, so you're taking it personally. Look, he's saying to you here, his higher self is saying, I still believe in this connection, victory and success. Okay, message from him, courtship, you know, whether you want to go out with him or just friendship, it doesn't matter. Okay, so you are going to hear from him. He's not disappeared off the face of the earth. Okay, my lovely, he probably doesn't even see it. I don't see half the people on my Facebook. Okay, if I think about somebody and I think, oh, I haven't seen them post anything, and I go to their page because I haven't seen anything come up in my news feed because other friends are coming up. Okay, I see that they have posted, but I've not seen it. Okay, again, everybody is a reflection of you. You're really over worrying and stressing, Spirit is saying to you here. Mother, you know, are you a worrier like your mother? Are you just always going for the worst? Okay, it was weird to go to my page and intentionally remove me. If you want to dwell in that old story, Spirit is saying you crack on. It's your life. If you want to assume whatever, then again, If I assume that this is black and you assume it's white, then you're right and I'm right. So if you want to assume that he's got a personal vendetta against you and that he absolutely hates you and he never wants to talk to you again, then Spirit is saying, my lovely, then you believe in that. Because that's not what they're telling you here. They wouldn't be coming out with, he still believes in the connection and victory and success, that you're going to hear from him, that you're going to be friends, okay? That your victory and success is there for you. Just believe in what you want so that it gets born into the 3D. If you want to keep thinking that he's got some personal vendetta against you, he absolutely hates you, then guess what's going to happen, because that is your assumption. Okay, Spirit are withdrawing now because they're saying, we can't say any more than we've said. We've told you that this is all going to work out in your favor, but if you're going to dwell in the old story and all the things that are against it, instead of turning this around into, oh my God, we are in constant communication. He loves my posts. He loves seeing my social media. He loves finding out what I'm doing so that he wakes up in a day's time, in a week's time or whatever, and clicks that button to like you again. The choice is yours. Where you focus your energy and what story you're telling yourself is what you're going to get. Let that seed grow. Again, if you've planted the seed of doubt and that he doesn't like you, that you're disgusting, that what you post is crap, then Spirit is saying that's what you're going to grow. Okay, if you plant an apple seed, it's going to grow into an apple tree. It's not going to grow into a cucumber. You're the one assuming the worst. Have faith in what you're growing, in what you're producing. Okay? It is up to you, my lovely. Spirit is saying I wouldn't even focus on it. It's fake news on there anyway. So I wouldn't even bother getting so invested in social media. The success that most of my clients have is when they've got rid of people on social media. They're not even looking at social media because they're not being sucked into the fake news, the be all and the end all. Okay, people, Spirit is saying there was life before social media. All it's done is damage most people's mental health. Okay. Everything will be okay. But not if you keep telling yourself that it's not. Because your thoughts grow. Right, Vicky, this is your question next, my lovely. Vicky, are you still here, my lovely? Okay, sweetheart, let's do yours. You hear a weird noise. It's a chihuahua making weird noises, not my tummy. She's asleep behind me, snoring. Okay, Vicky, for you, sweetheart. Okay. He is seriously thinking about you. Okay, he is seriously thinking about you. He is trying to be strong here. And we have from him, I don't know how you still feel about me, but in my heart, I know we belong together. Because in your heart, you know you belong together. Okay? We do have here in his negative Nancy an indecision, heart over head. Okay? So this is your feedback that you still need to do the work. Because if he is a reflection of you and he's reflecting this energy back to you, then this is your energy. Okay, you're where you've been doubtful in the past. You know, even if you're pretty confident at the moment, okay, then the thoughts that you were having in your last spiral, it could be those reflecting back now. Okay, remember your thoughts when you create go off at like 100 miles an hour, but the 3D has that time lag sometimes. Okay, so in your here, definitely it's telling you, you know, be patient, go with the flow. Remember how Spirit says, if you're fighting upstream against the current, you're making it harder for yourself. You're going to get frustrated because you're not getting very far. Whereas if you just go with the flow of the river, you're going to get out, you know, you're going to get there quicker. Just go with the flow. I'll put her out when I can't go. So the old story has to end. Okay. You have to put the final, you know, lay the past to rest once and for all. Again, you know, in the Instagram, I was talking about create your future. Arnie's just done a really good video about that. You can't mess it up, which is what I was saying as well on Instagram. Okay, you can't mess it up. You're in full control, but the old story has to go, and the forgiveness and the resentment that you're holding on has to go as well. Everything has to go. You're literally killing off the old. You're only focusing on the new. You know the chemistry is there. He knows the chemistry is there. But we don't want to keep self-sabotaging. Okay? It's your choice which radio station you're listening to. It's your choice which emotions you're dwelling in every day. Your emotions and your thoughts do not rule you. You have full control over them. Okay? So you just need to tweak this indecisiveness, okay? Even if you have got on top of it now and you can look at it and say, yeah, this is the energy that I was in a couple of weeks ago where I was all over the fucking place. So I can see why he's behind, okay? Because he's now caught up with that scenario and that's how he is. Oh, do I contact her? Don't I? Oh, I don't know. Okay, so be consistent, be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day. Your new story will be given birth to. Your new story will grow. Okay, but the old story has to go. Okay. Yes. Okay, exactly. So where you got to the point where, when did that story come out? This week. So everything that you've been doing over the last month or so is just what's being reflected back. It's feedback. It's not personal. It's feedback. Good. I still need to tweak. Okay. So keep going. He knows that you're the person he wants. Okay. But you just need to stay in the new story. There you go. My desire to be with you is so strong. I want you now and nothing can keep me away. But this indecision and negativity is just playing out from where you were negative, you know, last week, the week before that. Okay, it will pass. If you stay on your mental diet and in that feeling as if it's done, it's done. It's already created anyway. The minute you decided, he's the one I want, it's done. Boom. Just that you've been listening to the wrong radio station. Because everything operates on an energetic frequency. And that's what is on a quantum level. That's why quantum physics exists. Again, in order to see the changes, you have to kill off death of the old so that you can see the future you want in your mind and have that rebirth of what you do want to be seeing. You know, working on your self-concept as well. Okay, you know, feeling chosen. It's not just about all the work on him. If you've still got the old program when you're going around in your day saying to yourself, oh, people always ignore me, or you look at your phone, oh, God, hardly anybody rings me or messages me. I never seem to be popular. Or it's always just me mother ringing me or whatever, you know, or my sister or one person. Okay, so you've got an old story in there that people are reflecting back, that you're not chosen, that you're not a priority, that you're not acknowledged, that you're not important. Okay, so you have to change as well, the old story. Okay. Let's come back to Sharth. What is your question, my lovely? And let me go back into PayPal. Just catch up with anybody else who's put a message there. Bigger and brighter and brighter and bigger. Okay. Right. What are B's current feelings towards you? Okay. Shartha, are you in contact or no contact, my lovely? No contact. Okay. Nice. Okay. 6. Okay, Shartha, for you, my lovely. This card here for me, I don't know if he is with somebody else, whether you know he's with somebody else, but it can be that he just wants to meet up with you here. Okay, so if he's with somebody else, then I will give you this, take this message. If he's just wanting to meet up with you, then this fits in either way. Okay, so if he is with somebody else and you know he is with somebody else, okay, he went off with somebody else or he chose somebody over you, then Spirit is saying, you know, he's still extremely attracted to you and, you know, here thinks about you all the time, you know, wants to be with you here. I want to hold you so tightly, kiss you and tell you and the world my true feelings. Okay, these 3 are all how he's crazy about you. Okay. If, you know, if there is no third party, then he does want to meet up with you. You know, he's crazy about you. He can't wait to be with you. However, your energy, because you're focusing so much every day on the lack energy, that you're keeping it away from you. Okay. It's like literally that he stood outside your door, but you got the door locked with your energy. Okay, so Spirit is saying stop looking at the timing. When you take your focus off the timing and you just start to have fun talking to him inside, looking at his picture, imagining that you've gone to bed together or that you're there during the day, then extend your light-hearted energy to others. But energetically, we're all on an energetic frequency with each other. He's still there with you. He's hearing you, waiting for your instructions, telling you, I love you, I want to be with you. But you got the door locked because you're in depression and you're focusing your vibrational frequency on what you don't have. How's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? I'm desperate for this. So Spirit is saying it will happen. You'll get your happiness, but you're not allowing your seed to grow. You keep digging it up. What happens when we plant a seed? When you plant a seed in the ground and you cover it over, there is movement under the ground. The roots are growing down. But because you're not seeing that, you're digging your seed up because you're impatient. Well, where is it? I'm not getting what I want. When's he going to contact me? How's he going to contact me? Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. So this is showing you that you also need to start shifting your focus off what you don't want and putting your energy onto what you do want, that loving connection. So the success story, the last one I've done on my channel, will help you. Even though it's not the same circumstances, the situation, you know, everything is the same. Okay, she's given loads of advice in there, plus the Get Them Back playlist that I've got there anyway. Okay, to help you get out of that lack energy, that needy, desperate, I want you energy, which is keeping the door shut and keeping him stuck outside. Okay, and not opening the door to allow his love to come in, because you're not focusing on that. You're not giving this loving energy, feeling the two of you together in that loving energy as if you are together now. Okay, so shift your energy, my lovely. Even today's message to everybody, the video that's titled The Love for Each Other is Strong, go and listen to that as well. Spirit brought through load of messages that they channeled through that. But he definitely wants to be with you. There's no doubt in his mind, but you're not allowing his energy in. Your energy is saying, I hate you, or you hurt me and I'm really upset and I'm really depressed, which you're bound to be. But you're not bringing that loving energy in. You're in repelling energy. Okay, Courtney, what is your question, my lovely? Thank you, Addison. Then Wendy Ann, you're after, and then Diamond Bay, you're after as well. Just anything channeled you can pick up on, please. Okay. Are you sure? Because you seemed, when you said you were desperate, as if you had somebody in mind to connect to, because you will get whatever spirit gives you, and not if you are desperately wanting to hear from somebody in spirit or whatever. So just confirm that, sweetheart, before I start. I just want what spirit would like me to hear. I feel it's best. I never get what I'm looking for when I asked. Okay. And Tracy, yes, I've got yours. You have actually paid for 10 cards, Tracy, not 6. But I've got Courtney, Wendy Ann, Diamond Bay, and then you, Tracy, as well. Okay. So let's just see what Spirit has here for Courtney. Okay, right, I just want to clarify, don't know why I touch them because they always fall off like Jenga. I just want to clarify 2 cards here. Can you just bring in more on this one? Okay, love it when they clarify it with the one next door. Right, okay, and this one. Okay. Right, okay, Courtney, we definitely have here you focusing on the spilt cups. Cups are emotions. So you're focusing on the spilt cups, emotions that are not doing you any good. Turn around and look at the loving energy that you have. There's also a swan on this card. You can't really see it here. There's a swan here. And it always reminds me of the story of the ugly duckling, how he thought he was so ugly, but he turned into a beautiful swan. Okay, so it's sort of saying, you know, are you having negative emotions about yourself or other people, or thinking that you're not worthy, thinking that you're not good enough, acknowledged, important, beautiful, whatever. Okay, because you are. There's something here. Are you Courtney male or female, actually? Because Courtney can be a boy's name or female. just confirm that for me? I'm assuming that you're female, but you could be male. You is that you're a little bit up and down in your emotions, or you're a little bit both? Right, female. Okay. Now something being revealed to you here with the Empress. Now this Empress does have a pregnancy bump, so it may be news of a pregnancy coming in, or that you're wanting to have children. It may be news from another female, to do with another female, maybe a friend who's going to be pregnant or something here. But there's something going to be revealed to you coming in about either a pregnancy or something about a female, that they've got good news. It doesn't have to be a pregnancy good news, just that there's good news. Okay, it may be good news coming in for you as well. I did ask Spirit to clarify that, but they just gave me that sort of 9 of Rods, which is a little bit feeling battered and bruised or feeling anxious. Okay, so it could be that it's just telling you that whatever's revealed to you, just stay on your throne. Okay, you are in control more than you think. Don't feel that you've been battered and bruised here. On this row, we've got you learning something. Now, the Pentacles for me are your financial security or your emotional security. So are you studying something? Are you learning something in life? You know, I used to get this card out a lot way before I started my YouTube channel, where I would then think, oh, there's something I want to learn, I'll look it up on YouTube. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to physically go and study, but you might be studying. You might be on a course for job or something. Okay. I'm actually 3 days late, but got a negative test 2 days ago. Oh, right. Okay. So that might be why you're feeling dejected and battered and bruised. Okay. But, you know, don't give up hope. Things happen in the right timing. Baby will come when baby's ready. Okay. So don't focus on the spilt cups. Focus on that loving. Okay. For a lot of my clients where they're trying for a child, I usually say, you know, when you see people out and about, say to yourself, that's me, and, you know, that's how I am with my baby. Means that I've done good. You know your baby is there. If you know that you're going to have a child and it feels natural to have it, then it's really just focusing on that belief within you, getting back on your throne and knowing that what you want is there. It's already there. It's already created. Creation is done. You just need to tune into the frequency that it's on. You know, looking at baby pictures, feeling good, positive energy. This is me and my baby. Okay, this is what I'm going to buy for my baby, or imagining people congratulating you or whatever. But definitely, yes, making money from it in what you're learning here. You know, you are going to get, you know, it is ups and downs. He's got the big pentacle behind him as well, the devil card. Okay, so learning from it as well. Here, a man, you know, all over the place. Again, it could be because he's just as disappointed as you are. Okay, it could be that there's something from the past that is making you feel all over the place with this man. But focus again on what you want. What is it you want? You can have. It's already done. Okay. Stop looking for it. Okay, just stop looking for it. Do you see anything in my recent relationship? We just broke up on Tuesday. Only that up and down because of things from the past. Okay. He's rocking around on his emotions. You're rocking around on your emotions because of, you know, do you keep going in the same cycle with him or with men in general? What story are you telling yourself? Okay? It's all about the story that you are telling yourself. What is it you want? Everything you want is already done. You've got to tune in to that frequency. We all operate on an energetic vibration, on a frequency. Everything that you want. Okay, we all come down to quantum. You will learn this as you go through your readings. It may not be for another 20 years or whatever, okay, but it, you know, I've been reading for over 30 years for custody for our daughter. You can change that story in your head. Okay, there is, let me just get a channel up that I'm going to link here for you to listen to, because there was I'm going to go and try and find that video. Let me just finish your reading a minute, then I'll go and find it. Right, you're too busy assessing and engaging in the 3D instead of going in what your heart is telling you. You're going by what you're seeing and your head. Okay, follow your intuition and stop looking and engaging in the 3D. Okay, it's old news, the 3D. So I'm going to, so you can get what you want, but you're too busy focused listening to the wrong radio station. And I explained that earlier in this live. It's the same for everybody. We're all waking up having thoughts all day long that's like listening to a radio attached to our side of our head. Is it thoughts that are making you happy? No. If it was a radio playing in your ear all day and you didn't like the radio station you were listening to, you would either turn it off or tune into a station that you did want to listen to. And that's what you've got to be doing with your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating, they're getting pushed out into the 3D. So let me just get this up. As I said, you know, I've been doing readings for well over 30 years and always thought that it was things outside of us creating. I didn't realize it was actually us. And when I did realize one of the spiritual laws, then, well, two of the spiritual laws, then I changed my life. Wishing I'd known all this when I was younger. Right, okay. Just bear with me 1 minute. I'm just going to look it up. It was... oh, God. I think it was this one. Yes, it was this one. Right, bear with me a moment.
Last August, I was at a low...
Thank you. Shush. Right, this one talks about how she was in a custody battle, savage one, and she changed it. Okay? So there you go, my lovely. But listen to other videos on that channel as well. They will all show you what everybody's done to get what they want by focusing on what they want as if they already have it and not focusing on the old story, Courtney, okay? Which is what Spirit is telling you here. You're focusing on the old story in the 3D. You're not following what your intuition is telling you. Enough, okay? So this devil energy is coming in as well, the negative energy here. Right. You can turn it around. Okay, remember that very first card. We're not focusing on the emotions and the old story that's not serving us. We're knowing we're good enough. Okay, and we're going to focus on the loving energy in our lives. You can be as spiritual as you want, but you've got to change within. Being spiritual doesn't mean that you're on top of your emotions or reactive. Okay? Right, Wendy, you're next, my lovely. Sorry. Remember, everything that you want, Courtney, is already there for you to have. It's already created. It's already there. Right, Wendy, yours. Okay. I always forget that in other parts of the world, Mother's Day is on a different day. We had ours in March. Ours is always in March. Mid-March. Okay, Wendy Ann, interesting for yours. Right, let's take the job one first because that's pretty straightforward. So for you, this Queen of Pentacles for me, look at it. You're holding your money. You've got the angel on the chair blowing you a kiss. And you're in these rags, if you like. She's in these rags. So you will get what you want. You can have what you want as long as you're in that positive frame of mind. You know, you can have the celebrations. Okay. Celebrating what you want. The only thing Spirit is saying is to remember fruitful thoughts. Only fruitful thoughts that you're listening to in your head. This indecision is, I feel when I turned it over, I heard them say it's because you've got multiple choices. Okay, so you might be, oh, which one do I go for? So Spirit is saying with this Devil card, we don't come back into, oh, which one do I think I'm good enough for? Which one do you want? Okay, there's loads of success stories where people have known that they're not qualified for the job or whatever, but they, in their heart, they're like, yeah, I can do that with my eyes, you know, closed. So don't limit yourself to applying for a job based on what the 3D is showing you. We're not going back into this. We're going back into fruitful thoughts. We're creating our reality. I can have whichever job I choose. But if you start to go back into, oh, well, perhaps I'm not good enough for that one, or perhaps they might say no. Remember, we don't give options to ourselves. We don't start talking ourselves out of things again. Okay? The same a bit with your SP. We've got stalemate situation again. You pinning yourself down with these swords. So being a little bit closed off here. So again, you know, you're the only one holding his heart and always will be. You're the one who's in his heart. So surrender it. So if you're starting to look back at that situation, going, oh, how much longer before we can live with each other or be together, or before whatever story is going through your mind, Spirit is saying you've got to surrender it. You've done all the work. You've just got to keep it ticking over in the story and the outcome that you want. Okay? And yes, you know you've got options in the work front, but we don't want to start limiting ourselves, Spirit is saying. We don't want to start picking and choosing. Apply for them all. Okay, just apply for them all. Having fruitful thoughts. I'm good enough to do all of those jobs. We're not going to start, oh, I really want to do that job, but oh, I don't fit this or I don't fit that. If you are assuming the wish fulfilled, then you will get that job. Again, that link that I've done up above is somebody's new channel where they're just doing success stories. There's some beautiful ones on there. You know, I've been listening to them even though I don't want a puppy or I don't want a job or whatever. It's just so nice to hear how other people have got their wonderful things that they wanted by just feeling that they already had it and staying in that wish fulfilled instead of keep going back to the old story. Okay? Good. Good. Right, Diamond Bay, I saw your questions. Let me just come put these away and come to yours, my lovely. You know, as I said, Wendy Ann, on one of the, I think it was the big reading I did today, you know, the Love is Strong one, you know, where I said that these messages keep me in check as well, because I tend to go back to human thoughts every now and again, forgetting that everything that I've learnt and come on this journey since I've known about the laws. Okay, so sometimes we need that reminder not to slip back into our human sides with our doubting sides, our doubting Thomas sides. Right, Diamond Bay, what is coming towards me? Something I will be finding out. Right. 13 cards. What is coming towards me? Something I will be finding out. Right, Diamond Bay, this is yours. You right? You're going to have to wait a minute. A long minute. Just don't do a whittle on the bed. Don't wander off. Don't want you doing a wee-wees. Just wait. Okay, hang on a minute. I'm going to have to do a quick message. Oh, shit. Just wait a minute. Right, let's get Daddy come and get you. Right, where was I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One final one for you. Okay, it's looking good, Diamond Base. So let's go through a few things here. Yeah, very good. Love it when they all come together. Okay, let me just... What's that? Come here, Daddy's going to come and put you out. Hey. She's mooching around the bed and I don't want her to piddle on the bed.
She needs to.
Okay, dog dispatched. Right, so Diamond Bay, sorry. Here on this row, you sort of juggling things around here. Okay, so it may be that you're up and down in your emotions. It could be that you're juggling your finances. It could be that you're juggling things around in general, financially or emotionally. So you may be getting a little bit frustrated here. Especially if it is you wanting a new start or you're wanting things to get moving in a love connection or something that you're going to enjoy doing. Doesn't have to be, Two of Cups doesn't have to be just love. It can be something that you're going to enjoy doing. But Spirit is saying you're just looking for it and a watched pot doesn't boil. Okay, so what you want is already there. But if you keep looking for it, then it's going to take longer to come to you. It's just like if you're boiling a pan of water. If you stand there staring at it, it seems to take forever. But if you went and loaded the dishwasher or was on your phone, the pan would be boiling over. Okay, so what you want is there, Spirit is saying, but you're sort of up and down, you're all over the place a little bit here. And, you know, even on this, wanting this new start or new beginning, it's there, but she's not noticing. She's turned away. You're tuned into the wrong radio station. So for anything that you feel that you're up and down on, whether it is in a love connection or whatever, looking for it is just going to take longer to come. Especially if you're in this Three of Swords energy in any area of your life. It doesn't have to be a relationship, but you're in this lack energy or heartache energy or I haven't got what I want energy. Nothing's going right. Well, Spirit is saying if you stop looking for it, and they're going to give you advice here, because here I've asked what message for you. Here is what advice for you. Okay, the news that you want will come. You're going to be happy. You're going to get what you want. Okay, you're going to have your cups overflowing here. So try and get your emotions under control. Okay, yeah, just try and get your emotions under control. And that's what Spirit is telling you here. Okay, the person that you love, they know that. You've got their heart. Okay, you've got their heart. They're the only person they want to be with. So Spirit is saying, again, get that balance in your thoughts and in your feelings, like that juggling, what you're juggling here, all over the place. No, we need to get this balanced. Okay, where are your thoughts and your emotions? If they're all over the place and they're in conflict with each other, you're not balanced. Ace, new starts, new beginning. What is this? This seed. Your emotional security and your financial security is in your hands. You're growing that seed with your thoughts and your emotions. So here, let it grow. Okay, usually it's the pentacles. Well, it is the Seven of Pentacles, but usually it's the pentacles in the tree growing. Those seeds that you planted growing. But here she's mixed all her potions, but she's got to wait for them to brew. So what you want is coming, but you're focusing your energy on what you don't have and looking for what you want and not seeing evidence of it in the 3D when it's growing. Okay, it's coming. You're going to get what you want. So just trust in your heart, which is your true sat-nav, not letting your ego thoughts come in. Get in that balance. Even if you just say blanket statements, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything always works out in my favor. I always get what I want. Everything's happening behind the scenes to bring me what I want. Okay, just stay balanced, stable, secure, not all over the place. Okay, if you think about a plant, it grows roots. It's attached to the soil. not like tumbleweed blowing all over the place, getting caught up in emotions and fears and doubts and thoughts that aren't serving you. Okay? Just, you know, I'm a Scorpio. I was heavily into star signs years ago before I learnt this spiritual law, and now, you know, I used to react very reactive. Now I don't, because I know I'm creating. We're on this earth to create, not react. Okay, so have faith in what your heart is telling you, my lovely. Get that balance is the main thing. What you want is right there. It's right there. You're just not tuned into it. You're so busy looking at what you don't have. You're not looking within at what you do have. Within gets born into the 3D. Again, life isn't happening to you, it's happening through you. Your thoughts, your feelings are getting pushed out and reflected back to you in other people around you and in your 3D. Let it grow. Okay? Let it brew. You will get what you want. But being in this energy and frustrated and lack energy is not doing you any good. It's just delaying what you want, causing that time delay. Okay? So get that balance. Make sure that your feelings and your thoughts are only lined up with the outcome that you want, not what you don't want. What you focus on grows. And if you're focusing your energy on all the stuff that you don't want to grow, you're going to have lots of weeds to dig out. Right, Tracy, what is your question, my lovely? Hello, Segunda. How are you, my lovely? No, it's not too late, my lovely. Tracy wants a general, just general, anything that comes through. What did she have? 10 cards, wasn't it? Thought she paid for 6, but she got 10. Right, Tracy, this is your reading. Okay, Segunda. Two. Okay, nice. Okay. So let's bring these down. There may be for you, Tracy, the first card is a work card, my work card. So it may be work, you may be employed, or you may be self-employed. It may be school or college or something like that. Okay, it may be, if none of those are affecting you and everything is fine, it may be that you're just finding life hard work at the moment. So you may be pondering, okay, you may be feeling a little bit stuck. The grass is growing under her feet. This card for me is always spirit saying, look how far you've come and how far you can still go in your life. Just be strong. Okay, have that confidence and courage and strength to go forward, getting what you want. You're very bright, you're very intelligent, you can do multiple things. Okay, you're very switched on, spirit is saying. You're very headstrong, you know what you want, you can get it. So if there are, this row can be a number of things, okay. It may be that you're about to have, or you just had a tower moment. But on this tower card, it's a liberation. He's naked here. So this is you having that chance for a rebirth. Okay, to really think about what you want and to have your new start, new beginning. So you may be bored in a job or feeling stuck in a job. It may be that a tower moment comes in to release you from that, so that it gives you a chance to think. The tower card for me is a bit like the man who built his house on sand. It was washed away because it wasn't on a solid enough foundation. Now, he could have sat crying at the rubble, or he could have walked away from it, but he didn't. He chose to rebuild it on the rock, on a solid foundation. So really think about what you want. Don't feel foolish either with this card. You know, sit there pretty. Okay? Just sit there pretty, knowing that you can have everything you want. Everything you want is already created. Okay? You just need to let that seed grow. You've already planted the seed in your thoughts. Or once you do decide what you want, that seed has been planted. So let it grow. Water it with loving, positive thoughts. Nurturing thoughts, knowing that what you want is already yours. Feeling confident, feeling positive. Okay, then you will have all the abundance that you want. Your horn of plenty. So just release any thoughts, any emotions, any situations that are not lining up with what you want. Release it. Let it go. Let the new come in. The old has to go so that the new can come in. Okay, my lovely? Yeah, anything that you're handcuffed to, attached to, that's not serving you, whether it's, like I say, your thoughts, your emotions, you're moaning and complaining about things, so you're reaffirming it. The more you're talking about it in a negative way, you're reaffirming it, so it's staying in place. Let it go. Unhandcuff yourself. Things are not serving you. Release it. Let the new thoughts grow so that you can have what you want. Yeah. Here, following your heart, your intuition, closing your eyes to the 3D and only focusing on what your heart is telling you and what you truly want. Right, okay, I'm just going to log back into PayPal to see anybody's questions on their payment slips. Because like I say, PayPal's sending different notifications through to me, so I'm not seeing them as such. Okay, so I've done Diamond, I've done Tracy. So I've got Katrina and Stormy. Let's write these down. All right, I am A. Okay. Let's see. A and per and Mark. Okay. Stormy. Okay. Right. Uno momento. Right. I am A. This is yours. Right. Okay. Let me just have a look here. Mm-hmm. Okay. So in his energy, IME, has anything changed between you? Has anything happened that's made him negative towards you? Because I feel that this is him and the third party. Okay, so has anything changed at work between the two of you in a negative way, or is things not going well for him at work and he's thinking of leaving? I feel that it's spirit saying that he wants to leave the third party, but I just want to check on your area, on the if anything has physically changed, because it could be 3 different things here. Not that I'm aware of. Good. Okay, so I do feel it is outside of work. So it could be, okay, it could be that he's not happy in that job, okay, and he wants to walk away. We've got the walking away card here for something that's more pay or something here. Okay, doesn't matter if he does, because he's not gone anywhere. Okay. Oh, right. If things are improving, then I do feel that that it is the other scenario. Okay, that he's not happy with the third party. Okay, he wants to leave that and be happier in his life. Now here, you're going to have to take this as not literal, but broader based. Okay, I've tried to contact you so many times, but I'm afraid to because of how things were left. So it may be that he's wanted to initiate something with you, but he's been scared. Okay, because he's still with the third party in case people say something, or perhaps he doesn't know how you feel, you know, he's not sure. So he's a little bit undecisive, okay, indecisive. The advice for you here is to trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. This card here, having faith that what you want will be born into the 3D. He is energetically coming towards you, but Spirit is saying it's a bit like a slow boat from China, because have you changed your thoughts enough? Are every day you feeling and saying to yourself every time you see him at work, oh my God, he just can't take his eyes off me. I'm the only woman that he's got eyes for. Oh my God, he's crazy, head over heels in love with me. He knows that with me is the only place he wants to be, needs to be, and belongs. Are you saying to yourself, of course I'm first best. I'm always chosen. I always get what I want. I'm magnetic. I am sexy. I am so attractive. If you're not, start doing that. Instead of just this slow boat from China, taking forever. You're going in, day out, looking at the 3D. Oh, I wonder if he likes me today. I wonder if anything's going to change. Well, if you haven't changed the story and you're still listening to a radio frequency you don't like, you're going to take longer. Stop looking for it. Stop assessing in the 3D. You're wasting your time. Start the work internally. What goes on in here is what gets pushed out in there, just like having a baby. When you're pregnant, you can't see baby inside. It's not till it's born in the 3D that you can see what it is and what it looks like. Okay, have that trust and faith. And believe in what your heart is telling you. If you in your heart want this person, you can have them. Even if you never stayed with this person. If you want him at this current time, then you can have him. But if you're constantly looking at the 3D and waiting for him, and you're not changing the story inside, you're keeping it stuck. So every day is the same. You're going in, creating the same Groundhog Day. Start changing the story of what you want. Focus on what you want. Do you want him? Imagine a scene where he's coming up to you and saying, can I have your number? Or I'm so unhappy with third party. You know, I want to be with you. You're the person I want. I've dumped third party or whatever. Okay, start shifting the story so that we can start shifting the energy. in the 3D to change. When you're just stuck in the old story, you're just going in, week out, and it's taking forever for you to get what you want. I've told you all along that he likes you. Okay? Do that scene that implies that you've got what you want. How would you feel if you woke up this morning in your perfect scenario? What would you be seeing? What would you be hearing? What would you be doing? What would you be feeling? Okay, bring it in to life. Give it life. I'm getting triggered by the 3D, but I have changed my internal story. I have a scene. He just arrives at my door and tells me he wants me. Yes. I mean, it's got to be a scene that feels natural to you. If that's feeling a little bit of a hard stretch, then come a bit closer. Okay, do step by step, but you will have to maintain that step by step. Okay. When you're triggered by the 3D, it's feedback. It's not personal. It's just feedback. Okay. It's feedback of work that we still need to tweak. And why we're getting triggered. Is it because you're going back into old thoughts where perhaps, oh, people don't stay with me, or why would he choose me if he's got someone else? Well, he's not happy in that relationship for a start. And by the looks of it, he's wanted it. Yeah. You are all I want. I love you so much. Nothing can come between us. Victory will be ours. So, I've always said that he likes you. You just need to change the story. The quickest, the two powerful things that I use are keeping on top of my mental diet, only listening to the radio station I want to listen to in my head, that inner chatter all day. So I make sure I am flooding myself with the new story. I then do visuals, the odd visual, or I will have an inner conversation. So if a friend came up to you and said, I am me, how are you and SP getting on? Oh my God, he takes me out all the time. He just absolutely spoils me. He's head over heels crazy in love with me. Okay, he just can't do enough for me. We've got such a beautiful relationship. He's totally devoted and committed to me. I feel so chosen and special. He makes me feel so good. Okay, we're all good enough. We're all spiritual beings. It's just that we start to let circumstances and things that we tell ourselves and things that other people tell us to bring us down. No, you're a spiritual being. Spirit is saying you can have everything you want. Everything is already there within you. It's already created. And if you desire something, it desires you too. So again, for you, that channel that I've just done a link to, go and watch it. Okay, even if it's one's not related to a specific person, it's all about how people have got such beautiful things in their lives by feeling it's already done, focusing on it until it became born into the 3D. Right, Stormy, my lovely, let's do yours. Okay, Stormy, this is yours. Anyway, I haven't started talking about it yet. I'm just putting the cards out. It's quite funny because normally when I drop cards, most of the time Spirit will say, leave it. And this time they were like, take it. And I can see why. So. Okay. Right. Number one. This card came out last time in your reading. I'm just going to blah. Clarify. And how many times do you get that card? I haven't seen that card out for ages, but trust you to get it, the one with the ladder. Oh dear, funny. Right, okay, I can see what Spirit is saying to you here. So let's make sense of it. Now, in his energy, we have so she doesn't come back. This could be that he does think about meeting up with you one day, okay, wondering, meeting up with you. It could be that he's telling you that I do have a third party, I am with somebody at the moment, but that doesn't matter, as we know. Okay, he has been battling with his feelings over the years as well, Spirit's saying, but the door to romance is definitely open still. You've still got a key to his heart here. Okay, I love this one with the cage, with the heart, with a key hole in it. Okay, you've got the key to his heart. You can open it up at any time. Okay, he would have you back in other words. Okay.
So really, you know, he is looking towards a future here. He still sees a future with you. And here, I don't know if he was selfish. You can take this as liberal or literal as you want. Okay, what I did was very selfish of me. I took you for granted and I feel so ashamed. It may not be as drastic as that, okay? But hey ho. Now here, I can see what Spirit is saying here. You know, who is the main man you want in your life? Okay, are you fooling yourself? Are you deceiving yourself? Okay, have you been tricking yourself? Thinking that one was and then the other isn't? Okay. You know, you will have whichever one you want reveal how they feel to you if you are in the wish fulfilled. Okay, I feel this is, again, this could be, you know, say it was zebra, okay, that we know as zebra now, okay. The other one, blue. Okay, say it was him, but you're still thinking, oh, well, that's dead and buried now because he's got somebody else. No, you know, meh, meh. I do feel it is your mother as well coming back through like she did last time. So when I've clarified it, oh, because you might be feeling, oh, I didn't get that one, so I'm coming away with nothing. Or what if he's got somebody else, I'm coming away with nothing. You know, who is it that you want? Stop talking yourself out of it. So when I clarified this, feeling that it is your mother coming through as well as saying about a third party, okay, you know, the start, reach out for the future you want. Reach out to the new and let the old go. You can have, be and do whatever you want, remember. Okay, you're on this path. You've come through so much of the worst. Look at how close you are to getting what you want with this goddamn ladder again. Okay? So, you know with him that you're always connected. If you want him back, you don't have to lift a finger. You start imagining you're already together. Just like the success story. Okay? The bridge of incidents you will be led to take inspired action when the time is ready. Or he will come to you, or whatever, okay? You don't need to force and manipulate the 3D. So really choose who is your main man in your movie. Be decisive once and for all. Okay? I feel that you are deceiving yourself sometimes with who you truly want. Okay. So, done that one, I've done that one. Okay, what we got going on here? Okie doke. Right, so okay, speak my truth. You paid 2 sort of parts, haven't you, here? Right, okay. So we've got, what have we got? 9, 10, 11, 13. What are JP's feelings and thoughts about me? We're in no contact you at the moment, you. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to squiggle these around a little bit. Right. These 2 came out in somebody else's reading, Vicky's reading, exactly the same. Even though I've shuffled them loads of times since then. Interesting. Okay. Oh, just move my bum. Speak my truth. I speak my truth. How long have you been in no contact? Is this recent or been a little while now? So I'm feeling this is a little while that you've been in no contact, not just like a day or something like that. Or even a week. Recent, okay. Didn't expect it to be that recent from what's coming out here. Okay, so it has been, what, over a month at least. Okay. Right. I can see what Spirit is saying to you. Right, so in his energy, he is full of, well, he's not full of doubt, but has got negative Nancy, he's got negative thoughts, okay? So he's indecisive between his head and his heart. His head is telling him one thing, all the reasons why you shouldn't be together, but his heart is telling him all the reasons why you should. So he's a little bit indecisive here, okay? He's just saying be patient. Give him time. And here, I turn my back on you and what we had. I regret leaving you. I am a complete fool. And wanting to come back to you here. Okay, but Spirit is saying your energy has pushed this to happen how it has. And I can see why. Okay, so let's go through what they're saying here. See this cat? This card represents the past. But this cat, although it's grass actually in front of his face, looks like he's crying. So you're still upset about things from the past. Now, whether it is things that have happened between the two of you, or men in general, love in general, relationships in general, relationships with parents, friends, whatever, okay. There's something from the past that has caused a codependency, whether one of you is literally addictions are affecting your romantic life, so some kind of an addiction, or just your addiction to him, like your drug and your fix. Because the Spirit always says when you are worshipping somebody, on putting them on a pedestal, you're worshipping a false god. Okay, he's the one that's codependent on you. Okay, but Spirit is saying you're on the right path with him. Okay, you're on the right path. There is light at the end of the woods. You will hear from him again. He's not gone for good. Okay, and you know that in your heart, Spirit is saying. For you though, these cards, the advice for you that I've pulled out is, yes, you might feel let down, disappointed. Okay, but Spirit is saying, we don't keep, swords are our mental thoughts, okay? Don't keep pinning yourself down with the same old thoughts that you've been going over in the past. Okay, so sometimes we label people, don't we? Like, oh, SP, he never made me a priority, or he just did this to piss me off, or if only he wasn't like that. So you're keeping the old story in place, okay? Which has caused resistance. It's caused that resistance for things to grow between you because it's been suffocated by this codependent energy. So Spirit is saying, focus on what you want and start to value yourself and your person and the connection, instead of focusing on what you don't have, okay? He told me he needs to focus on himself, has a lot going on. Yeah, but you know, you're keeping that story in place. That he is just feedback for your thoughts. Yes, he's got a lot going on, but when you heal and change the story within you, he will heal and change the story within him. Because he could change. He could go off for another 6 months, come back and say, I've totally changed. I want to be with you, like in the latest success story I've got on my channel. But then you haven't changed the old story. So you're still seeing him as argumentative or codependent, or he's lazy, or he lies, or whatever. So that gets pushed back out and it gets reflected back. He has to start going back into that. Okay? So you need to change the story you have within so that he changes outside and starts reflecting that back. So he hasn't gone. You know he hasn't gone. Okay? The time it takes to get this back on track is for you to start changing the story. If you were in the loving relationship you wanted, you wouldn't be having the thoughts that you are about him that cause this hot and cold behavior in and out. Okay? We want something to be more solid, Spirit is saying, so that you're valuing yourself, you're valuing him, you're valuing the relationship, instead of looking at what you don't have and everything keep going wrong because you're in that same thought pattern and cycle. So you can turn this around, my lovely. If you go to the Get Them Back playlist that I've got on my channel, I've got the advice in there, and especially the latest success story as well, because she was having for years the same cycle. You know, they would get back together 3 years. They even got married at one point and then divorced because they kept having this hot and cold behavior between them, the old story. And when she changed the story, he reflected it back to her, and they're both totally different people. Okay? But listen to it. Listen to any of the success stories, how they've changed their situation around. You have to change within. If you're thinking it's just him, he's the one with the problem, he needs to sort it out, he can't. Okay? He can to a degree, but he can come back and be saying, I've changed, I've learnt my lesson. But if you haven't changed the story, you're labeling him as that same old character in your movie. Even today's message that I did labeled, Addison, what was it again? Your love is strong or something. Listen to that one as well. Spirit brought through loads of tips in that about dropping the old story and why. Yes. There you go. Addison has dropped it in there for you to watch that one as well. Okay. Red Rose. Okay. How does JB a friend feel about me and intentionally Yeah. Okay, Red Rose. That day, but later he seemed a little cold and quiet. Yeah. He's just saying, his energy is just saying, be patient here. Okay, just be patient. I don't feel it was personal. Okay, you know, he definitely sees you as a friend, likes you, etc. Here, you know, if it was a love connection, then, you know, thinks you're beautiful, amazing. He can still think that even though he's a friend. Okay, just enjoys your company and that. The door to personal healing and happiness is open. So I just feel it's something triggered him. Okay, that made him think. It's not personal, Spirit is saying. So just for you, the advice for you is to just keep having fun in this connection. Okay. Yeah, I do, you know, again, your personal security and your financial security is in your hands. Have fun. You're creating all the stories in your thoughts anyway. So just change it. Change that. You know, remember, what you focus on grows. What you focus on grows. So if you start to focus on, what did I do? Why is he being cold? You're going to see more of that. So we say to ourselves, no, he's perfectly fine. I just said something that made him a little bit remorseful and got him thinking, but he's totally fine now. He's fine. He's going to text me later, or when next time I see him, he's going to be happy bunny and everything's good. Okay, between us. I'm totally forgiven for whatever I said, even if I don't know what it was. Okay, no, I don't feel it was. Not with what's come out here. I think that something was said either by you, or, you know, were you just alone at the time, or were there other people around, and he just sort of drifted off. Something either triggered him by what was said and it made him have a memory of some kind, and he went a little bit quiet. But start to shift your energy. Okay, we don't dwell. What you focus on grows. We don't want to focus on something we don't want to see play out. Remember that. You're giving it energy. So we take the energy off what we don't want, and we start to focus on what we do want. Oh, we're best of friends, or he enjoys my company. He's totally fine. He was just tired. Okay, he was just tired. That's what I normally say in my movie for people. Or myself, if I start to get irritable, I always think like when you're going around the supermarket and a child starts screaming and the mother's embarrassed and says, oh, they're just tired. They're just tetchy. They're tired. When I start to get negative Nancy coming in, I start to say, oh, I'm just tired. I need to go to sleep. I'm just irritable, but I'm fine. Nothing to see. Yeah, don't start worrying and stressing. There's nothing to worry and stress about, Spirit is saying. But if you keep focusing on it, then yes, you will create that to happen, because you're always creating with your thoughts. Yes, but don't forget, you're always creating. So if you're in that, whatever story you're in, in your thoughts and your emotions all day is getting pushed out. Whether it's today, tomorrow, a year's time, a month's time, whatever, it will come back and bite you on the bum. That's why I always stay on my mental diet, so that nothing comes and bites me on the bum. Right, Cece. And Molly. Right, hang on a minute. Excuse me, I'm going to have to go back into PayPal if you've put your questions on there, because I can't see it in my emails anymore. Right, CC, yours is pending again, but as we know, it normally clears the next day or whatever. Let me have a look. Yours is. And I'm gonna. Well, you only asked this yesterday, didn't you, or the day before? Don't think I did one yesterday, but the day before. So it's probably going to be very similar, my lovely. And also Molly. Okay. Okay. Right. MBB, yes. I'll try and keep PayPal open if you put the question on there so I can see it. So bear with me a moment, Cece and Molly, because it will throw me out of here. Then I'll have to log in again. Right, let me try to keep my beady eyes on it so that it doesn't come out again. Right, CC, this is yours. Okay, just seen your thing then, CC. That's fine. It's your reality. You can change your mind every day if you want. Yeah, I know what you mean. Right, okay. I'm just sort of trying to keep this refreshed in PayPal so I don't have to log in again. So let me carry on with yours. Right, I think it's come through now. Right, let me just do MBB's question if it's on there. Aha. See? Right. Spirit saying before I've even got to your question, as I'm writing it out, they're like, why is she doubting? If she wants it to happen, then she's got to keep in the thoughts of it's happening. So no doubt they're going to give you a grilling when we get to yours. Right. What's SP's initial again? MBB. And you probably missed that, what I just said to you, what Spirit just said to me to tell you. I know you're going to say that. M. Right, okay. Right. Cece, this is yours. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's have one overall. Yeah, okay. So, regarding SP, you're the woman holding his heart. Okay, so still very much you've got the place in his heart. Yes, you're still in no contact, but we don't focus on the no contact because he's still there with you. I dream about us together again. Our hearts are still connected. We're a perfect match. And he's telling you that there. Okay. As far as he's concerned, there's no more battles. Okay, he doesn't want any more battles between you. You're the woman with his heart. He just wants things to be, when you come back together, to be good between you. So for you, again, we don't go back into old thoughts. We watch what we're thinking, so we're not spiraling out of control. We're not going back into the old story. We're staying in the new story. Okay, we're releasing what doesn't serve us. Thoughts, emotions, the past. So that's all on track. Okay, just a little bit reminder to tweak things. Okay. Regarding the house, definitely you've had a good think about what you want. Now, I don't know whether you watched the house video that I did, but you're definitely more Queen of Swords energy. You know, I know what I want. I'm chopping out anything that's not lining up with what I don't want. I'm having what I want. If it's my reality and I can have what I want, then I'm fucking having what I want. Why would I write a shit part for myself in my movie? Okay, so continue to believe in what you want and you will have your victory and success. Again, be strong. Have the confidence and courage and strength to go for what you want. You're creating it. You're writing your story, turning your back on the emotions that are not serving you. So if you start to have a little wobble or start to doubt, no, I can have what I want. This is what I want. I'm not giving myself options. I'm going for what I want. Okay? So as long as you're seeing it, feeling it. If you woke up today in your perfect living accommodation, what would it be? Okay? You don't need to figure out the how and the when. You just see yourself with it already, and the same with him. So all on track, just a few little bits to tweak here, but overall 90% is good. 10% still need to tweak, but good. Beautiful lovers, you know, in anything that you want, loving energy in anything that you want. Everything is energy. Everything vibrates on a quantum frequency. So we just need to tap into the right energy of what we want so that it comes to us. Making sure that you're stable, centered, secure, grounded. And when you have a little wobble, you just bring it back. You're in full control. Right, Molly. Yeah, I've got Molly's question. Yeah, but we don't focus on that. Okay, but you're holding that in place. Okay, you're waking up every day, keeping the same story in your head. Yeah, but contact ended in January, right after my accident. You're repeating that. You're reaffirming it. So stop doing it, Spirit is saying. You're the one putting this time issue on it, as they're saying. Okay, I can see what Spirit is saying to you here. They've literally, with this card as well, is significant. Right, let me just focus on the other one. Okay. So let's do Jessie first, Molly. Okay. So with Jessie, it's less complicated, to put it that way, than this one's going to be. So yeah, he wants commitment. He wants things to work between you. He wants things to be hunky-dory. He's passionate about you. Okay. He's being very patient here because he knows that your energy is a little in and out with him. He wants better communication between you, and here in your advice is, where is your heart? Is it with Jessie? Is it with Lawrence? Is it with none of them? Okay, you know in your heart. So he's all very keen. He's trying to be patient, okay, because your energy is, sometimes you seem interested, other times you don't, sort of thing. So he's very keen. You could have him if you want him. Regarding the other one, yes, he is feeling very knotted up because you still are when you think about him. Okay, he has been doing a lot of reflecting, and his higher self is saying not only has he been busy, but he has, which is no excuse, but this is a journey for both of you to learn from. I've tried to contact you so many times, but I'm afraid to because of how things were left. So that is like him, I really want to talk to you. I'll start to type in a message, but oh no, I won't send it. Okay? So with Lawrence, you know, he still wants to be with you. You still deep down want to be with him, but you're in the old story, and that's what Spirit is telling you here. Now, you're picking over the old bones, thinking this is never going to work. It never works out for us. But so you're keeping the old story in place. You're not letting it grow. If you want a new start and beginning with this, then you have to plant the new seed that's lining up with the outcome that you want. Now, Spirit is saying here, they're drawing me to the bones on here, is that you're blaming your leg. Part of you in your head is sort of, sometimes you dip into the thoughts, Spirit is saying, of, if I hadn't have broken my leg, everything would be all right. And Spirit's saying, no, your leg has sort of happened in a way to give you that time to reflect on what you want. Are you going to keep picking over the old story, or are you going to plant a new seed that lines up with the outcome that you want? Okay? The choice is yours, Spirit is saying. Let's just bring in one of these for you. Overall advice from Molly, please. Yeah, get that balance in your thoughts and your feelings. You know, we had a news story that came on our news about a couple that got married. They had 2 children. They were in the hospital room. She was in her bride's dress. She had been in... she lost both her legs anyway. Okay, so she was still in hospital, but they got married in the hospital. And he was there holding her. She didn't have any legs. He literally was holding her, dancing with her. Okay? Love has no bounds. Love has no limits. Okay, but you started to go back into an old story and now you're blaming your leg. And Spirit's saying, you've got to stop looking at it like that. Okay? If you want him, then you've got to change the story. If you're going to keep going over the old story and blaming everything else and it's him, blah, 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 and you're not changing the record within you, then you're going to keep getting the same regurgitation of that same crap. Okay? Nothing's going to change. You haven't got any resistance with this one. Okay, so he's come in all loving and all hunky-dory. But if you continued with this relationship will probably break down because you haven't changed the story within yourself. You've got to find that balance in your thoughts and in your feelings, okay? So that you are more stable in yourself. You're just in this void, sleeping in this void of, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I am. But you're the creator. You're not a reactor. We're born to create in this lifetime, not keep reacting to things and thinking that things are out of our control because we're not changing the story or we're buying into the 3D, our old thoughts. Change the story. You can have whichever one you want. Right, MBB, let's do yours. Yeah, I mean, he'd be over the moon. He's being very patient. He's very passionate about you. So, do you let Lawrence go? Do you give things a go with Jessie? What's your heart telling you? Not what your head's telling you, what's your heart telling you? Right, MBB. We're just going to look at the general for you on this. Right, MBB. wasn't even going to go to that deck, but they came out as well. Okay, exactly what Spirit was saying to you before, MBB. Okay, look, you can have a happy time. You just need to feel more confident and secure within yourself instead of starting to judge things again. Okay, starting to expect the worst to happen. Overthinking. Okay, Spirit is saying you've learned enough through the readings that you've had. You're the one creating. You're casting the magic spells, if you like. Your thoughts are the spells, if you like. So again, your emotional security and financial security is in your hands. You're growing this seed. In here, what you want will be born into the 3D. Have faith. Take action. Okay, in the positive way, not the negative. Stop, they're saying here, it's a bit like that balance card with the water vessel. Why keep looking at the pint glass as half empty instead of half full? You've got to get yourself out of this pattern, Spirit is saying. You can have what you want. If you want this to be a happy holiday, then you've come back from your holiday in your mind and a friend is asking you, how was your holiday away? Oh my God, it was amazing. We did this, that and the other. But if you're going to spend between now and when you go in the total opposite of your thoughts, then what are you going to get? Probably him saying he doesn't want to go, or something going wrong on it, and then you coming back saying, I knew everything would go wrong, because that's what you were expecting. Okay? So stop judging, stop expecting the worst, and stop overthinking things. And if something does go wrong, then you see it as feedback. Note to oneself not to keep overthinking things. What you think grows. What you focus on grows. Do we want to keep focusing on things we don't want to happen? Because you're continuously manifesting all day long with all your thoughts that you're having. Plop, 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 planting little seeds like a farmer in his field. Every thought, plant, 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 plant. Okay? Have faith in what you want. Excuse me. Right, Addison, I think I am going to call it a day for today because it's coming up to, well, it's gone midnight here and I am pooped, especially as I've been on Instagram before here. And I'm tired now. 6, 12, 8, oh, been on here for a long time. Okay then, I am off to bed. Have a good day if you've still got days to go. If you've still got daylight. And I will catch up with you again all soon. Hope your readings have helped you. Any of you just listening into the readings, I hope it's given you help as well. Remember the other videos that I've got on my channel and the latest success story as well. Anything to help you, motivate you, keep you on track so that you can get what you want. You can have, be and do whatever you want. You're the only ones holding yourselves back. I'll leave this with you. Thank you, Addison. Thank you all. Love and light.